Good afternoon. I'd like to start with a disclaimer. My title actually has nothing to do with the point of my speech. It was due May 28th, so it could be printed in the program, and by that time I had no clue what I wanted to speak about. So I just came up with it. But, that being said, I'd like to thank the parents for supporting us these last 18 years. Thank you, Ms. Post, for taking charge of 1,200 rowdy, awkward adolescents. Thank you, Mr. Boles, for dealing with our class these last 4 years. And especially thank you, class of 2009, for electing me to speak. I had obligations other than school the day of the election. I actually think I was checking to see if the river was too cold to swim in. It wasn't. So I never got the chance to campaign against myself. But I am honored, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak. Thinking of the river, it occurred to me that high school was like a rope swing. Freshman year, we took the rope in our hand and climbed the tree. Definitely not on the solid ground of middle school anymore. We climbed unsteadily as we were pushed out of the student section during the Godwin football game, feared for our lives, as some put it, when the seniors rushed us at the pep rally, and tried our hand at the homecoming float. We felt pride for the state champion girls volleyball team, but we were not quite comfortable calling ourselves rebels. Yet we still felt that reassuring bark under our feet, secure in the knowledge that our teachers would watch over us and make sure we survived amongst all the towering seniors. By the end of freshman year, we had climbed all the way to the top of the tree, gotten a firm grip on the rope, and were ready to leap out into sophomore year. Sophomore year was quite a leap. We were no longer coddled by our teachers, but no longer harassed by the upperclassmen. We began to get into the swing of things. We were banned from our own basketball gym and became infamous on ESPN's Cold Pizza for inappropriate cheers. We dressed up for Spirit Days, joined the newly formed field hockey and lacrosse teams, and proudly displayed our Plans for Saturday t-shirts as we completed the Freeman Habitat House. Just as we finally began to feel we were part of the Freeman family, just as the man who championed the family, former principal Dr. Pruden, said goodbye. And as the year came to a close, we looked around, shocked to realize that our ride was already halfway over. Junior year was the toughest part, when all our momentum sought to drag us off the rope into the water. This was the time of SATs, massive workloads, and for the first time, already awkward prom drama, on top of already awkward homecoming drama. The renovation of Freeman began full force as Green Acres was walled off and the infamous trailers took over the tennis courts. As jackhammers, construction workers, and dust became part of the daily routine, we clung to our rope and saw the end in sight. Then finally this year, our senior year, we've been carried along on our rope swing, through the college admissions process and career planning. It was our turn to dress up for Halloween. We beat Godwin football for the first time in over a decade, and went on to sweep them in basketball. We soared from the ordeal of first semester into the relative bliss of senioritis. Now, we are at the top of the swing, the best part after the long 4-year ride. We are no longer being told where to go or who to be. We are flying through the air of our own accord. Whether we only have a few weeks before work or boot camp begins, or are extending our flight 4 more years through college, we now have a freedom we have never before experienced. So take advantage of it. Try a few flips through the air, admire the view, enjoy the flight to its fullest. In a few moments, we begin our lives after the swing. Congratulations, class of 2009. It's time to let go of the rope.
Codes will now present Alexander Rice.